Yo, welcome to episode of Superkick Podcast. I'm your host, Ringside P. Hope you guys had a great weekend. I know you guys checked out Friday Night Smackdown. Break it down for you guys real quick. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, share, comment, give me feedback. Check out the reel, check out the short, check out TikTok, check me on the table at some bumps. All that great stuff, man. Check out the Superkick store. It's hoodie season. I got a hoodie on and Superkick hoodie, but the NWO hoodie. But it's a hoodie nonetheless because it's that time of the year. But let's get into SmackDown. I'm gonna kick it off with some cool super kicks that stood out to me real quick. We have the U.S. Women's Tournament started. We're gonna crown the first champion. The Women's United States Champion will be crowned on Saturday Night Main Event. I think December 14th. We had Bayley versus Candice versus B5. Surprisingly, B5 has some moves, man. I didn't know she had moves like that. I'm hoping that this tournament is something great. It's going to be the first championship, mid-card women's championship that we've seen, and this tournament has to live up to that. I'm picking Chelsea Green to come out victorious, to be the first women's United States champion. Even though Bayley, I wouldn't argue if Bayley was the first one, but I think Chelsea Green is my pick, and I think she deserves it. So I'm picking Chelsea Green. Who are you guys picking? Let me know. And still staying along with the U.S. title, man. LA Knight, he needs a storyline. Cool, we got the LA Knight United States Open Challenge, but can we give this man a storyline where he can actually go back and forth with someone? I think he deserves. He's the champion. He needs a story, and they keep missing Logan Paul. Is Logan Paul coming back to take the title back? I don't know, but I hope not. But in the meantime, give LA Knight a storyline, man. Y'all put him with Andrade and Melo. Where's Andrade and Melo at? Like, I feel like they got robbed of a PLE match, having that match number 7. We still had to get back to that. I don't know why they went away from that. We still have to settle that. But after that, and still sticking along with that, we had LA Knight versus Humberto. I'm not calling him just Berto. Get him the back. Humberto. Obviously, he was victorious. Humberto's not beating him. But Shinsuke Nakamura is back. Shinsuke, where have you been? He's back. We ready for the violence, baby. The crazy dropping down and all that stuff. If Shinsuke comes back, I need Shinsuke to have a proper push. I think they dropped the ball, man. He should have been the world champion a long time ago. And I don't know the last few that Shinsuke's won. Honestly, it's time for him to win something. Let Shinsuke get this IC title. I don't know, man. What do you guys think, man? You know what to do. Comment below. As we move forward, we had another championship match. We had the tag team titles that were on the line. We had the Motor City Machine Guns versus Street Profits. It was win or bust for the Street Profits, right? And I was like, well, I don't think the Profits are going to win. So it's going to be bust and someone's going to be splitting up, right? Decent match. I will say that I am getting tired of the constant trying to hype up the Motor City Machine Guns. Like, and I get it. Maybe it's just they're trying to do a job because they let people know that, man, who's not familiar with them, like myself. But I can give props where props is due. And if a team is out there putting in the work, or a wrestler putting in the work, dude, I don't need the extra hype. I don't need them constantly telling me how great they are, how they're your favorite tag team. Like, let them just go out and just put on the great matches. That's what I really want to need to see out of them. So I'm tired of the concept of them trying to hype them up. I think it's too much. Let their work speak for themselves. To me, you had Tommaso Ciampa come out, interfere. So no one won, no DQ. You had Motor City try to say, "Hey man, that wasn't none of us. We didn't set that up." But Angelo Dawkins wasn't having it. Pow, stole on him. They almost laid him out, and then they walked up out of there. So I guess this is a way to protect the Profits as well. I'm starting to kind of feel like, man, we might be dropping the ball again on the tag team division. I felt good about it, but now I just don't know what they plan on doing with it. Hopefully they get it together. I need the Profits to be tag team champions, or I need Montez Ford to get pushed properly. I don't know, man. That's how I feel about it. Then we had another. Then I think about, we had 3 championship matches on SmackDown and a tournament to crown another champion on SmackDown. On paper, SmackDown was supposed to be legit though, right? So we get to number 3. We had Naomi versus Nia Jax, and I feel like this is another match that I'm tired of seeing. The match started kind of all shaky, but it got good at the end, and then this also kind of just shows to like, yo, this is not enough depth in the women's division on SmackDown. If Nia Jax isn't facing Bayley, then she's facing Naomi. You got Bianca and Jay tied up with the tag team championship, so they can't really separate and go one-on-one for the title. You got Tiffany aligned with Nia. You got Candice also kind of aligned with Nia too as well. You got Chelsea Green, Piper Niven as a tag team. You got Michin mingling in with them, feuding with them. So when it comes to that women's championship, there's no one to really go for besides Bayley and Naomi. So I don't know, man. So I guess I'm tired of saying that, but this was just another match just to set up War Games, right? You had Liv Morgan, Raquel Rodriguez make her appearance, interfere, took out the tag team champions. You had Candice LeRae come out there, interfere. Nia Jax, she wins, so they're looking like their team looking dominant. So they got the numbers in their favor apparently. So we'll see what's gonna happen Monday. For those of us who didn't get it spoiled, I hate people who are spoiling. I feel like this is becoming a trend or a bigger thing for some reason. Like, I don't know why people want to spoil the events or spoil the wrestling for people. Like, yo, stop posting spoilers for clicks and likes. Yo, man, just watch the show and just enjoy the show. Like, don't be that desperate to get clicks and likes that you gotta go spoil it and post spoilers for some reason. Like, I don't know, man. I'm just not rocking with that. But I guess we know more about the Women's War Games match this Monday coming up, but we'll see. Moving right along, we about to get into. I gotta make sure I get my arms correctly as the dude. But I think his arms is like this, which feels weird. Who asked for this? You know what it is, right? My ongoing segment about things that we didn't ask for. So this week's Who Asked for This, I mentioned them before back in Bad Blood when The Rock made an appearance at the end of the show and seemed to be for no reason, right? The final boss came back. This week is still about The Rock again, right? But it's about The Rock and him making movies. He had this movie called The Red One. Well, not The Red One, but Red One. What about? There's a Santa Claus movie. Santa Claus gets kidnapped. I don't know. You watch it. Whatever. You look it up. But I heard that, and I don't know if it's true. I've never made a movie. I've never made a movie that made millions of dollars anyway, because I never made a movie, right? So I'm pretty sure it's a difficult process. Every movie doesn't break box office records, and some movies are duds, depending on their measurements and stuff like that, and how you line up. So if the budget was $250, I'm hearing that the Red One brought in 25 to 30 minutes. I'm seeing millions everywhere say, well, we about to get the final boss back soon real quick. So that brings it to me to like, yo, who's asking you to do these movies? Like, and why are you doing these movies? Like, I know Moana 2 is coming out and that's gonna pop, right? Black Adam, I didn't have a problem with Black Adam. But dude, you involved yourself in one of the hottest storylines in wrestling history. You didn't have to. You could have kept teasing or whatever the case may be. You popped up last year, day one, teased and said, hey man, should I set the head at the table? Then y'all popped up and it was like, we're gonna have Roman versus The Rock at WrestleMania. And then this whole We Want Cody campaign took over. And then we had this tag team with The Rock and Roman versus Cody and Seth Rollins. And then you turned it in the final boss, and you had this character he was menacing, and he was visceral and all this thing. He beat down Cody Rhodes in Chicago, one of the greatest Raw segments I've probably ever seen in my life, right? Cussing, whipping, blood, everything, it's like just amazing. and then you disappear after WrestleMania. You come out the night after WrestleMania, whisper something in Cody's ear, and then you dip out because you got to go film a movie. And then I heard you hurt your arm or whatever. Blah 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 blah. Fast forward, you pop back up, bad blood. Then we had nothing else from me again. And dude, stop leaving the Hollywood storyline and wrestling to go do movies that aren't popping. Like outside of Moana, which you just gotta do voice recording. You don't have to go act. Come do the Bloodline storyline. Finish the Bloodline storyline and then go do whatever. You're holding up the storyline. We know you gotta do stuff with Cody Rhodes still. We know you gotta get this one-on-one with Roman Reigns. Get these 2 matches out of the way. Get your retirement match. Get into the Hall of Fame. Go do movies. Stop holding up the Bloodline storyline with the final boss character. If we knew that you were gonna do this to us, we would have never asked for that. We didn't ask for this, Rock. We didn't ask for this final boss. Like, be in the storyline. Be in the storyline 100%. Or no, just leave. And if you ain't got it no more, if you can't do it, if you can't go, then just say that you can't go and just retire. But man, stop holding up the storyline for movies that ain't popping. Because we didn't ask for this. What do you guys think about that? Let me know, man. Moving right along, we get into the Superkicks of the week. It's always hard to argue on SmackDown for someone else, because when you got Roman Reigns and he signs up the Jordan brand, 9 times out of 10, it's going to be Roman Reigns. And this week's Superkicks of the week is Roman Reigns himself. The OTC came out in some Jordan 4 fears. You know he got the plug. You know he going to have retros to the new waves of Jordans all the time when his drop. I can't wait for him to drop. I think his is dropping, I want to say February of next year. It could be later. But Jordan 4's fears, I didn't even go. Fears are, the 4s are okay, like, style to me. They're decent. They're not one of my, favorite. Like I said, I got some. I can't even get my food up there. I got some ones on right now, some Jordan 1. So, but if you still out here on the sneaker app weekly, trying to hit, trying to catch a W, but you catching L's, let me know, man. What's the last pair of Jordans that you bought? Let me know in comment below. Do you have these Jordan 4s? These Jordan 4 fears? Let me know too as well. What do you guys think about them? Did you guys see someone else that had some better super kicks of the week? Let me know too. Is that? Excuse me. Let's keep going. Last topic of the night. Bloodline business, right? As always, bloodline stuff, right? As we get to Survivor Series, War Games, we know we got the women's and we know we got the men's War Games match. We know right now, as things stand, we got 4-on-4. OG Bloodline versus Bloodline 2.0. But there was mentioning of a 5th member. So we didn't know who the 5th member was going to be for either one at that time. We knew that the OG Bloodline was on the hunt for someone. They reached out to Rey Mysterio. They reached out to Seth Rollins. Reached out to Braun Breaker. We seen Bloodline 2.0 try to talk to Seth Rollins. Who else would they try to talk to? We didn't know. I wish there would be more backstage content or whatever into the process of the OG Bloodline members trying to go find that 5th member, right? And them going to go talk to different people, different wrestlers that have had interaction with Roman in the past, and these wrestlers, as they get approached, explain to the OG Bloodline how bad Roman is and why they want help him no matter what. And also, I wish that the Bloodline 2.0 would have been causing more chaos in this whole time period to make it seem like the lesser two evils, right? Like the Bloodline 2.0, it's just so devastating, so malicious that we gotta side with Roman. Put our differences aside, decide with him to take them out, and that hasn't happened yet. Like I say, and so I wish there would be more backstory on that, more emphasis put onto that. And We get a segment where Jey Uso tells Roman, as Roman, he made the call yet, that he has to make the call. We don't know what the call is. Someone is one call away, like Jinky said. We don't know who, right? They come out and they see Bloodline 2.0 is out there, and Roman's like, you know what? Don't even say nothing. He just gets up and walk out, and the rest of the dudes follow suit, and they go toe to toe with Bloodline 2.0, and it looks like they get an upper hand, but all of a sudden, pow, they get washed away by the monster himself, which I told you I hate the label monster, but the monster is back. His own SmackDown. Big Bronson Reed is here. He's coming in. He's tsunami people. He's giving people Death Valley drivers. He's doing everything, you know. And it seems like the fifth member for Bloodline 2.0 is Big Bronson Reed. So makes it seem like it's going to be obvious who's going to side with Roman. Probably Seth Rollins, right? Because Seth Rollins has his beef with Bronson Reed, and just killing the two birds with one stone, I don't like it in this instance, right? I still would have loved it to be Cody Rhodes and KO, because there's so much history involved in that altogether, right? They, at one point, Cody and KO was together trying to take out the Bloodline. Then you get Cody had sided with Roman to help out to take out Bloodline 2.0. Sammy is back with ODG Bloodline. KO feels a way about Cody. He feels a way down about Randy Orton. He also feels a way about Sami Zayn, who was just his tag team partner the year before, you know, at WrestleMania 39. They take down the Bloodline to win the tag team championships. And now he's back, you know, all this stuff, like, just to keep pushing KO over the edge. But it seems like they might go with Seth Rollins. I still don't know. Like I say, I didn't watch the spoilers. So we'll see if it's Seth Rollins on Monday. But I don't know. I'm not really liking that. We get to the last segment of the night. Last scene of the night. Which I love how the show ends. The show ends like a real episode of like a drama. Like, Roman Reigns picks up the phone, goes to call someone, and it doesn't connect. And we don't know who that person is. Could it have been we go to call the wise man. Sorry, you know what we're doing here. He goes to call the wise man, and it doesn't connect. This phone number is no longer in service. Is it because we could see that a long time ago that Solo had broke Roman's Paul Heyman's phone, but it's Paul Heyman. I doubt he went 6 months or whatever the case be with a phone. That just wasn't make sense, because he got to call people, he got to talk to people, right? He needs a phone. So obviously, of course, he would have had to have gotten the phone by then, and plus he probably had a good phone plan, insurance or something like that. Assuring, they would have helped him out. They would have said, "Hey man, we saw what happened to your phone. Here's a new phone. You know, take it in." But Roman has to call them. Number doesn't connect. So Paul Heyman must have changed his number. Now here we go to speculate again. Now, why wouldn't have Paul Heyman given Roman his new number? Is because Roman, maybe he felt like Roman left him hanging to get powerbombed through a table by Bloodline 2.0. Will Paul Heyman come back with the final boss? Down that his movie kind of flopped. He ain't us do. Come back to the Bloodline storyline, right, with Paul Heyman. There's been mentioning rumors about that before too. I hope that's not the case. But that would help out The Rock. Just like there was a pairing that I never knew that I needed to see between Roman Reigns and Paul Heyman. I never thought I would probably see the pairing of The Rock and Paul Heyman too, as well as one-on-one together. That could be something epic. It's something great. We'll see. Time will reveal more things, you know. But what did you guys think about SmackDown? You guys getting the hype for Survivor Series War Games? Did you guys buy your Royal Rumble tickets? Make sure you check out the Reels, check out the shorts, check out the TikTok, check out all those great things, right? I'm going to Royal Rumble. I'm still trying to figure out things about WrestleMania. But man, as always, thank you guys for rocking with me, checking out the show. Liking, giving feedback, sharing, you know. Until next time, make sure you give a Superman punch on that subscribe button, baby. Like I said, until next time, man, thank you guys for rocking out with me again. Adios. Peace.